Hello, everybody, welcome. Rosa Psychic Investigator, everybody, welcome. Rosa Psychic Investigator. So, guys, so much going on, so little time, right? It's unbelievable the amount of stuff that keeps dropping on a daily basis. But today, and right now, I would like to talk about something that I posted as a subject late last night. And it's from this woman named Ashley St Clair. She's a former baby, no, not former, she's a baby mama, so forever. They have a child together. She had a child with Elon Musk. And so she gave some details about information related to satellites. And Corinne and I have talked extensively about this from the very beginning. And it's just very fascinating to see it coming from someone like her. And she gave specific details. They ring true, right? And that's what we're going to discuss. So let's do the protection. I'd like to ask for protection, a beautiful ray of light coming on top of my head as I breathe in. I fill my lungs as I breathe out. I create a circle. I step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I'd like to ask that information come only from the highest sources, that I create the good and all of the good, and so it is. Okay, so this is from Twitter, and there are several accounts that were discussing this. Now, I don't have TikTok, and this was posted on TikTok, so you could probably look her up there. So, in her latest TikTok, ex-MAGA influencer and one-time partner to Elon Musk, Ashley St Clair, says in the lead up to the 2024 election, Musk told her about an anomaly in the matrix he was prepared to release, referring to his satellite network. I say, I would ask more, but I really don't want to be deposed, she tells him, to which she says, very wise. St. Clair doesn't make any direct accusations of election meddling against Musk, but says she saw some shit, quote unquote, thanks to her proximity to the billionaire and the Trump campaign. And here, Ashley St. Clair implies Elon Musk interfered in the 2024 election. In October, Elon tells me he's ready to release his anomaly in the matrix. He says he has 10,000 lasers in space, referring to his satellites. He says this is not a piece they will see on the chessboard. Shortly after that, he's sending me internal data from America PAC, real-time Delta vote metrics. On election night, Elon left Mar-a-Lago early, and he told me, yeah, I knew hours ago that Trump won. My team has the best real-time data. Do you have real-time data? So I formulated the questions, and I just wanted to do a quick search to find the details about her custody battle with Elon Musk. I think she sued him. There's or he sued her for custody. There's a known ongoing legal issue she's involved in with Elon Musk. So that's sort of the background of this too. And I really do feel that she's stalking in a way because she can, and I think he's already threatened her before she made any statements. So she's stalking as a means to protect herself in a way. But I found it interesting that People magazine is featuring her. Not that People magazine is as big as before the internet, but I think it's very significant that People magazine is writing about her. That means, unlike maybe other times when it was just a few of us talking about it, it feels that now that she's talking, this subject has gotten a much bigger audience. Okay, so Ashley St. Clair. What does she know? What evidence does she have? What is the impact of her current statements? So interesting. I see an image of her, and there's a moon, like it's sort of dark, and the moon is, the image of that moon illuminating the night, and she's kind of in a position where I am, like sitting in her room. on the computer, and there's an eerie feeling about things, and she's holding on to her child very tightly, as if she thinks she could lose the child, that she's being threatened and losing her child. And she feels like she has to talk. She has to talk about everything she knows, because that is the only way she can protect herself. And she has a point, right? Because she's dealing with arguably the most dangerous, most powerful, and wealthiest person in the world she had a baby with. And now she sees the prize, the literal, like she was, I guess she was given money, right? Or there was some kind of, I'm sure she's, like Elon Musk gave her money because she's the father of the child. But the real price she's paying out, right? That he's just very dangerous and mentally ill. And she feels that if she talks about this, then at least something could be done about him and she could keep the child. But I also feel like it's a mix of the child, and also she's fearing for her life. So she's talking, okay? So now, as far as what is the, okay, now it's saying because A, she's well known among all these right wing influencers. And I see like a lot of people, younger guys, I think, working for Elon who are like nervous about this because people are starting to talk about it. And they thought this was buried, and it's not. And so, and I see again that I talked about it just a couple of days ago. I talked about this whole thing with the election. And I see again Macron being like this. Another thing that guys, there's so many things going on, but it relates to, I think, like this coming back up with Trump's efforts to do these terrible things about like giving pardons to the woman, not pardon, another one, Tina Peters in Colorado. There's a whole story with Jared Polis, the let's say half Dem, whatever that is. He's a compromised Democrat. So anyway, so it's all very interesting, and let's talk about it. All right, but I really need to focus on this woman because again, that's just how I work, in this sense. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, now let me just, I talked about the influence, so let's go back here to the influence. That's right. Everybody suddenly pay attention because it's saying she's not a Democrat, and she definitely was not a Democrat before. So, and this is how the irony, the sad irony. Our Democrats, they don't listen, but this person suddenly they're forced to have to talk about what she's talking about because of her connection to Musk directly. So interesting. All right, now, okay. Now the next question is, what evidence does she have? Wow, I see she might have recordings. And it's saying what she's talking about is big enough that it can be investigated, even though I am getting it immediately that it will have to come from abroad. Because in the US, given the power that Trump has, given that nobody's willing or able or whatever it is to do anything to stop it, it's saying except for some like deep cells within the military and this intelligence agencies or something, they're not going to do anything about this, right? So I see again Europe and Macron doing something about it. But that's just the vision here. Now let's go to the cards, because I find that honestly cards very helpful these days. All right. Okay, so Ashley St Clair, what is the impact of her making these statements in public? What information does she have? And all that. Okay, so let's see what's going on. It's Ashley St Clair. Ashley St Clair. Interesting. Judgment upside down. Okay. Now, this card, everybody's wearing. Wait, so I find it interesting. I wonder why. No, just kidding. Because you guys know why. Because you too had a problem with so-called nudity. Okay. All right. So interesting because judgments. I'm always looking up cards over and over again, but this card, there's another card in tarot called Justice. I'm sure you know, but judgment it could be the result of the legal issue. Okay, so it's upside down. So she feels that she could lose her legal case. And here is quid pro quo, right? The financial issue that Elon Musk is very wealthy. He could control a lot of people. Something coming out, success, and this is done with energy, something quick, swift. So it looks like, of course, it's a way to fight to stand up for herself in this legal battle she has against Elon Musk. All right. Oh, I talked about the moon. Interesting. Recognition. This is professional recognition, something foreign, the foreign influence. Okay. Guilty. Guilty of something. Letter, information, message. It actually could be votes even and data, right? The thing that is injected on the essentially the bots, the things he talked about he was going to unleash, right? And here we have recognition. She's aware of all these things, the financial implications with this foreign power, stuff coming out about the guilt, and something quick, swift about these messages. So let's see now. These are there. Okay, so what's going on? All right, here we have really worried. That could be desperation. Okay. Military, law enforcement. Interesting. Or actual military. In that case, remember I talked about GRU? Recognition. Now, this card are very similar. Recognition of something. Something comes out. Something is recognized. And here too, the sun in that sense. Okay, theft, right? Theft of data, theft of votes. Really worried about the military recognition of stolen information. Foreign military, foreign attacks. So again, interesting. It's a scholar card upside down. This is a card of data, actually, like the library in some ways, right? Information. Having information here. The servant. I think in this context could mean a smaller person, a person who's not the boss, right? This could be her. Could be the people connected to Elon Musk, but I think in her case now, interesting merchant is the businessman that deals. So that's right. That could be Musk, the shady businessman, the Lord who is very powerful. And the shady businesses of or could also be the people that work for Musk taking information. And they worked with foreign countries too. And they're kind of beholden to these foreign countries and entities also, right? So he's working with saying, and I'm getting as I'm talking to you about this, yes, it's saying yes, of course, Musk is connected to foreign countries, so a country especially. Interesting. Okay, so all right, so what's going to be, and I keep seeing, it's funny, I see her talking to Kamala, but let's see, one thing at a time. What's going to happen next? What happened next? I mean, is anybody going to investigate what she's saying? What's going to happen next as a result of her talking? Okay, so what's going to happen next as a result of Ashley St. Clair talking about the 2024 election and Elon's role in it? Wow, I see people holding on like to her neck, threatening her. I don't think it's literal, but I think she's in danger. And I see like she's getting threats, and Elon is is upset about it. And I see Kamala is paying attention. And I see Kamala holding on. She has information already. Macron has information. So I see Trump sweating a little and I see Trump telling somebody, how many people know this? So a lot of people know already, and it's saying it's about to burst out. And then I see Elon Musk he's pushing his SpaceX IPO ahead of time. I think it's saying if they look at the books, the accounting is fraudulent, but it's also fraudulent because of its connection with a country that has international criminals. You know what I'm talking about? Country with are so it's all connected. It's saying everything is an illusion, is a house of cards. Okay, so is that a threat to Trump's presidency? I see that, but it's saying I see there's debate. Like I see that the White House is sitting on like this foundation that is very shaky, and people are shaking it, and it's about to fall apart. This is one of the fatal blows, I think. So, okay, so because I'm getting that a lot of people know about it, saying at least 200, 200 people know about this. Because, guys, a lot of people participated in it. A lot of those kids who went to work for the so-called Doge, I think they participated in it because these satellites, it's a long story to explain how I got this. They need a lot of them to be low on the ground, and there were people that needed to be like in all those states to kind of manage the data transfer indirectly. Does it make sense? It wasn't just him alone pressing one button. There was a lot of people locally who were involved in this, and several of them have talked in different ways, but it's a dangerous subject. So interesting. But it's saying it's going to come out. It's not going to be like the past. So interesting. So let's see what the cards say here. All right, interesting. Now, guys, very interesting. Now, the star card in the Norman especially is about, this is not a Norman tarot, right? But Starlink, right? Upside down. So I think that's what this refers to in this case. The focusing on the Starlink issue. The devil, that's right. The lies, deception, right? Okay, family upside down. Oh, this could be her child, I think, here, right? The family issue. I think, let's see, but this could also mean the, like, what you call it? Like, the country, right? But let's see what the other cards say before I get too much into the case. Interesting, something important, very relevant. Wow, this card is about losses, but it's also a card of hacking, right? This is when you want to look at this subject of hacking, that's mice. Why? Because hacking is an activity that it's like you have to kind of enter like mice do, slowly, and then like one piece at a time. Doesn't make sense. It's similar. So hacking, offer or invitation, experienced person. This card is always like so hard for me to interpret this card. Not interpret, because the meaning of the Lily's card is retirement, experienced person, but also something sexual. So it's kind of interesting. Or maybe she is focusing on her retirement, right? Her peace of mind too. Okay. Love, interesting. Right. Love. Service, interesting. Now, service, I think this could be, I mean, I don't think it's radical to say that I don't think she loved Elon Musk for who he is a person, but more because of the money, right? Okay, so it didn't last. Constancy upside down didn't last. Here, surprise, something surprising. Something was found, and here, interesting, right? Years could almost be like a bag of oats, but this card could mean financial surprise, but also surprises in general. See here, vision or illusion. Like she had an illusion about love. Okay, ideas, thoughts, the things she knows. The man with money, right? They had money on the table. And that's her, I think, right? The woman. So, in order to guarantee her peace of mind, she has this. It's like she has. Is it the cat in the bag? I forgot. Is that the right expression? The devil relationship or an invitation from the devil. It didn't last, but there he is. Here is she got now interesting that she saw the focus on hacking and the people that worked for him or she was like in a servile relationship with him, but she understood his thoughts, right? And this is the love relationship or whatever that was not working out. Okay. All right. So what happens now? I mean, this is like I think the vision answer, but see what happens now? I mean, is it what happens to the Trump administration now that this information about the satellites has come out? Okay, okay, wow, justice upside down, defeat, interesting. That charismatic man create an ending, interesting. Foreign, okay, let's see here, foreign. Losses, interesting, interesting. Oh, it's saying Putin going lies. Wife upside down. So again, it's also suggested as things start to go wrong for Trump, this impacts to his business partners and the lies here that he has told. We know that that is not. This is organization, health also. Oh, here the stars. That's right. So clustering of Starlinks. Public, interesting. Now here, interesting, defeating losses, right? This could mean that this is what they were creating. Oh wow, the woman. This could also be Kamala, actually, right? So creating an ending. Interesting because it's the married woman. Interesting. You could also suggest women in general and also Kamala. So here is the like the gathering of satellites in public or in a garden. It means some sort of public space, even if it's the sky, creating the losses. Okay, so but again, it's about the question. Remember the question. The question is about Trump. Okay, so let's see here. Well, we have a lot of money. Creates an ending. Interesting. Wow, look. Deal. Private. Interesting. So justice upside down, something illegal related to a foreign country, and there's money. And I'm getting, as I'm showing you this card of the a lot of money, that there is evidence of the payments to Russia connected to Russia here creates an ending. Defeat, losses because of the connected to and because of this that starlight. The man's lies in public. Now, okay, here's an ending to the women and privately created. Interesting. So, I'm and not that I'm confused, but I think the cards are clear, but I'd like to know more information in terms of because I had asked about the Trump administration. But to me, it's the picture of with the deal they had together to create a defeat for Kamala and how much money there was involved in the involvement with a foreign country here. Okay, so now let's see. And also this card of public, I wonder if it has something to do with Elon's IPO because the charismatic man could be Elon Musk, even though it is not exactly. But you know what I mean, like a kind of public man. So this could legal issues with Elon Musk could create a downfall for him. Okay, so let's see. Let's see here. So, all right. So, what happens to Elon and the SpaceX IPO as a result of her allegations, right? So, because I brought it up before that Elon Musk is pushing this IPO, but it's kind of shady. There's something weird going on that the hurry, the rush, right? So, what's happening here? Wow, I see that he's sitting on a desk and it's like he's in a ship and this ship is sinking. And he knows it's saying he created a massive illusion and the bubble is bursting, essentially. Okay. So interesting. Okay. Wow. Here is burden upside down. Somebody's talking. Okay. People interesting. The page ones, like people that don't have a lot of power, but have like a spiritual, they have spiritual depth. Children, or this could be the child that he has with that woman, or younger people. Even interesting. Let's see. Just one more here. Disappointment. Okay. Let's see. Cheerfulness, the fake cheerfulness. Okay, and this is the advice. Again, interesting. People celebrating. The gift. Now, the gift is bribery or some kind of financial exchange. Quid pro quo kind of thing. Payments. House. Or maybe there's money he spent to elect Trump. Happy. Oh, and I'm reminded of the beginning of the presidency, how quote unquote close they were here from far away. So there's definitely foreign money and payments. Oh, it's saying essentially Elon Musk was like laundering money for it, also giving Trump money, but in a way that was like understood to be Russian money. Okay. Here, news, big news, something breaking, treachery. Okay. Fighting aggression for the White House. So, unburdening, somebody's talking about the payments. Or this is also called the unexpected, something unexpected. These smaller people, advice and treachery, happiness. Interesting. Right. Foreign money. So does this is more detail about the shenanigans they had. Now, really, I want to know, how is this going to impact the SpaceX IPO? Because again, it's weird. Okay, now this is aggression. Oh, Wheel of Fortune upside down. Here is manipulation in the past. It's almost like I want something to happen. I'll say. Okay, removing clarity, removing something that is in the cloud. Oh, the man, the manipulative man. Opportunity, opportunistic. So, okay, meetings. Man. Let's see what else about the man. False person. That's right. He's a false person. We know that. A big change. Okay. Pause. That's right. That's what I confirmed what I said before. The pause of the iPad. I hope so. Oh my God. Interesting. This is something private, and this is covert. Sudden covert meetings, or oh, here, messenger. That's right. Messenger. People have talked. Prison! Oh no, prison for the ham. Oh no. Ideas, that's right. Prison for the ham, really? No. Really? That's terrible development. Terrible, no? Oh, letter. Interesting letter informations. Pride. Oh, yeah, that's right, faking it. Okay, exposes the enemy. So I hope so, guys. I hope so. I mean, I'm sure you are too. Very tired of this BS. So he knows. Okay, so what does he know? What does Elon Musk know is about? It's saying the lies, the financial lies, the company is a lot of the books are cooked, essentially. So he's doing everything in his power to try to like collect money to get liquidity before the house of cards collapses. Interesting. Now, last question. I will extend this. Is what is going to, how will this impact Kamala? So, how does this impact Kamala? What will Kamala do with Ashley St. Clair's information? So, I know. I see her sitting. Oh yeah, I know that. That's right. And I see that she has this like armoire or Is that I forgot her cabinet, that she has these documents and she opens the cabinet and she has these reports that she kept, and it's showing me that's stated there, and it aligns, and I see she invites her for tea, and she has lawyers, they're taking her like deposition or something, because that's right. So I have a question really also, but isn't like there's all these people in the Democratic Party who are against the information coming out. How do they feel? They're like swallowing their pride because they're like bracing for it coming out because they will be proven wrong. Like how, I'm still like I'm angry at everybody. Like, but how could they let this pass? You know what I'm saying? And I see that Kamala gets a call from Macron also. Like again, I think foreign countries are gonna release the information, not here. The information, I mean evidence, right? So let's see. Because it's a rogue government. It's like it was a coup, right? What they've done. So here people working together. The question is, how does this impact Kamala? Manipulation, shady deals. Okay. Now, woman with resources trying to reveal. Okay. So people working together to try to reverse the manipulation, the shady deals, and the stealing of resources. That seems like a lot, right? Old woman tradition. Wedding again, the card of deals. Desperation. Now, interesting, the butterfly card in some ways it means something, and frivolity really. But when you think of a butterfly, what is that? What it does is it transfers pollen, right? So desperate about. I mean, you could say that they're not taking it serious. They're pretending it's not serious, but it's also that there's transfers. Okay, the bear, the boss, financial issue, personal finances. Again, transfer. Right here is the stork. I think it'd be transfers, spies, snake coming out. So interesting. It suggests again that there's more information about Trump and Russia working together. I mean, it could even be data transfer. Saying yes, data here. Good man, the courts. Oh, is it? It looks like Jack Smith, right? And I even see guys in the Hague. How interesting. By the way, there's a newspaper article, prison, about the Hague today. The child, the development, prison, new beginning. That's right. The lawyer. So stuff is coming out. That's right. Saying stuff is coming out, and she is pushing for it. Okay, Kamala is pushing for it. Oh, did I? Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. I hope you could see it. Oh no. Okay. So interesting. I hope it didn't cut off the other things before. Oh well. Interesting. So let me just, okay, this is like a hard question because the worst things come up and I need to ask. So is this going to pave the way for Kamala being president? Because she was elected, right? So what now, right? Is this going to pave the way for Kamala being president? So is this going to pave way for Kamala becoming, being president? She was elected. Okay. It was, it shows me this like Bush, not George Bush, but like, this meme of the Simpsons where they're like hiding in the bushes. There's something hiding in the bushes, and then it gets open. It's saying it shows me that behind the bushes. I don't think it's a reference to George Bush. No, this whole thing happened, and it was covered up, but now it's coming out, and she's the president, and it has. That's right. That's what it is, and I'm just like I don't want to get aggravated, but like this garbage thing is doing whatever he wants, stealing whatever, and we can't make this woman the rightful president. Of course we can, because she won. Just have to put her back. Okay. So, all right. People behind the scenes. Okay, let's see behind the scenes. Interesting. This is a battle. It's not over. Battle is not over soon. Interesting. Now this could mean money, but it could also mean votes. Okay, so Okay, people behind the scenes. Okay, seeing it tells me this is a quote unquote deep state and people deep in the military who are deep in the government. Okay, friend, blocked, government, secret. Okay. I was like running out of cards. Okay, woman. That's right. Friendly woman, our friend. That's right. Or one or women. Oh, here is her, the woman over the age of 40. Sad news about, that's right, there's the votes. Soon, the news about the votes. Foreign or depart. Okay, so, okay, material information about secrets about foreign involvement or departure. Women and women. Now, this even could mean the younger women, like the unmarried women. It could be, that's right, the shady, the EPS thing. Now, the deplorables. Money, that's right. Melancholy. So that's why she was blocked by the shady people. And she represents the women and also the EPS survivors in a way or another, right? Like this whole thing is about silencing women and not allowing women to have power because women were elected, like she was elected. And that's why, I fight with people in the comments and I was like, oh, Rosie, what about Kamala being the AG? It's like, well, when you get demoted, like when you go right to HR and ask yourself to be demoted, because that's really what people are saying. She won. She didn't want to be AG. She wanted to be president. She won. It was taken from her. And that's what she deserves. Not AG, not whatever. So anybody who likes to say that, show me the letter that you wrote to HR where you asked for a demotion. Because you would never say that to a man. And I know there's channels on YouTube where like, oh yeah, she'll be a great AG. It's like, really? Why don't you demote yourself first? Okay, because it's not acceptable. And we have to kind of be aware of it when people make these types of statements. Why is that okay? It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not acceptable. All right. Okay, so that's how I'm going to end this. And have a great evening. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.